Hello, I've got highlights. Let's see them. No, welcome back. It's Life After Louis, episode 4. And we're going to start with a 1-0 win in the Champions League over Bayer Leverkusen. And there was only one goal, and it was Steven Gerrard. And his celebration is a little bit arrogant, but I love it. And it was a lovely goal. Moving to the next game, Liverpool 2, West Ham 0. Now, our recent form has been very, very good, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But the first goal, cross comes in, and then Balotelli bangs it in. Balotelli doesn't score like soft, chippy goals. Ricky Lambert, first goal of the season, and what a goal it was. And it's taken a long time for him to get a goal. I'm not even playing him that much, to be fair, but it's taken him a while. Next, a 2-1 win over Villa. I'll let you watch it while I talk to you. So yeah, the form's been really good. We've won 3 games in a row in the Premier League since the draw against Everton last time out. We got our win in the Champions League, and we got a loss in the Champions League. So in reality, things have picked up. They are games you'd expect us to win, and someone left a comment actually that was, the more familiar you get with the tactic, the better things will go, and I think they were absolutely right. That said, I like to have a little bit of a medal with the tactic. I'm playing kind of, I like to keep 5 in midfield at this point. Whether I have my central midfielders kind of pushed on or pushed back, or my wingers pushed on or pushed back, depends on the opposition really. And in the next game we're going to play against QPR coming up soon, you'll notice that that's just how I operate. This game, by the way, Sunderland, we were 1-0 up for the majority of the game, and then 2 back-to-back goals in extra time, or added time, saw us seal it. Now this game, we lost 3-1. We had already qualified, so we're already through in the Champions League, and the reason we lost it really, like Balotelli, bang, he just hits it really, really hard. The reason we lost it is that I played a fully rotated side and Brad Jones was in goal, and these sort of goals continue to happen. If they banged it in, I wouldn't be as sad, because it's kind of trickles. It makes me upset. And another sort of through ball drilled across my defence. We saw one in a recent episode, and it's happened all over again. So, welcome back. Here we are. Queen's Park Rangers are on the horizon. I thought I'd go for a little bit, I say an easier game. It's not that I actually really planned this. It's just that it's the best game to fit in between this and then Manchester United, which will be the game that you'll see next episode. So though, QPR, I thought I'd give you a run through the squad. We've not really had a little in-depth look at how the boys have actually got on statistically. So, in terms of average rating, Daniel Sturridge is leading the way. He missed the first few games of the season, and that really hurt us. Steven Gerrard, 3 goals, 3 assists, can't really complain. He's doing well in the middle there. Mario Balotelli, Raheem Sterling, Manquillo, Lovren, Depay, in that order, have also been doing decent for us, but you know, we need to up the performances. In the recent form, as I'll show you it there, as you can see, Premier League form, much better. We now lie in 7th. We are still a way off Southampton, who are still unbeaten after 15 games. It's, yeah, quite the record by them. We've got Stoke this weekend, so they'll probably increase that. Manchester United are still struggling a little bit, and us and Tottenham trying to break into that top 6. Luckily, the draw against Everton, if it had lost against Everton, that would have been a situation. But luckily for us, we managed to grab a point in the last episode. So then, QPR, before we carry on, I just want to look at a few goals. So Sturridge and Balotelli, 20 between them in 30 appearances, or 30 starts in all competitions, which is okay. 4 assists, and that says its own story, really. Raheem Sterling, Depay and Coutinho are providing the firepower, as well as Steven Gerrard from set pieces. Right, QPR, we should get into it, really, because it's exciting, and I like the matches. The matches are the best bit, right? They're the fun bits. Right, do you know what? Because this is safe, and we'll skip ahead straight into the game. So then, we've reached game day. I mentioned in the highlights package that I'm playing 5 in midfield consistently, but how I play that 5 is a bit mix and match. When I streamed Real Oviedo on 14, I used to have a 5 in midfield, but I used to vary it a lot. Whether it was this, or whether it was that, like a more attacking 4-3-3. We used to like kind of mix it up all the time. For this game, I'm going to play 2 wingers, a deep line playmaker with Steven Gerrard, and a box-to-box midfielder with Jordan Henderson, playing them in roles that they're very comfortable with, and with Coutinho just behind an advanced forward and Daniel Sturridge. Although we're not completely natural with this tactic yet, I still feel like I'm experimenting. It's a new Liverpool team. We've got a lot of new players to kind of bed in, and I'm just seeing how it goes, playing it by ear. And it's going all right in recent days. Hopefully, we can get our first win in a recorded video. That's the dream here, because QPR aren't the best side, and luckily for me, there's no Charlie Austin in their ranks, and I'm hoping that somewhere deep down we can grab the win. I think this team talk is going to do wonders as well. I can see the midfielders are going to react. Yes, look at that. Oh, they loved it. Right then, big game. We'll stick it into 2D. The reason, for those wondering, the reason it's always in 3D is because I've just recorded the old highlights, and then I come to this bit in 2D. So if we can start well, that will leave us in good shape, as Sandro completely does Philip Coutinho. Robert Green, we've had a story about Robert Green in the past. We'll leave him be for now. But yeah, what's going on? What are they doing? QPR should be a team that we beat. There's a lot of highlights going on with them on the ball. We're playing attacking too, so I'm hoping that we can press. Is this really a highlight? Please say something's going to happen and it's not a goal for them. Okay, Mignolet stands big. No Brad Jones for this game because he doesn't deserve it. Big kick upfield by Rob Green, and unless we can get to that, we're lacking in certain areas. That looked a little bit offside to me, but if he goes through and scores, I'm going to be gutted. Right, we're okay for now anyway. We're okay for now. Hopefully we can get a goal, settle some nerves, because as of right now, QPR will come to play. As long as we can get Coutinho on the ball, I've got faith in Daniel Sturridge to get some goals. And as I say, if things aren't going quite how we'd like them to, we could be nice and fluid as Simon Mignolet kicks it to Vargas, who has had 3 clear-cut chances in the opening minutes of the game, and he's fluffed them all. So hopefully we can make them pay for that, because he's going to be very disappointed with himself. And Coutinho is somewhat being marked out of the game right now. We can't get him in on the ball, and Simon Mignolet's distribution is a little bit worrying. As soon as we get Coutinho on the ball, I fancy us to do something. There's a chance for him now. What's he going to play with it? He's going to keep going on his own, and a shot at goal. Yeah, Daniel Sturridge's movement wasn't the greatest there. So 20 minutes in, and QPR, for my money, are having the best of it. But Raheem Sterling has launched one forward. Daniel Sturridge with 2 defenders to beat. What can he make of it? That's the question. Can he pull it back for someone? Penalty? No, cleared by QPR. And we go again. Ball whipped in. Sturridge at the back post with the goal. Lovely ball by Raheem Sterling. Really excellent ball. I think I've got this in rail view, so we'll see what that looks like in 3D. Oh, it's not great. We'll change it as the goal goes in to close. Look at that. Match of the day-esque. Good finish as well by Daniel Sturridge on the volley. And obviously he's got to try and keep his place. Mario Balotelli's had a decent season so far, and I want to keep them rotated. I want to keep them fresh. So if they can both score for me, that's excellent. Obviously we've got European competitions and cup competitions doing relatively well in. So we're fighting on all fronts. And there's been a lot of highlights in the early stages of this half. I checked to make sure we were on key, which we are. And it's nice to see us hold the ball a little bit more. If you can play Jordan Henderson in here, he's in a little bit of room. Right, and can he set free? He's burst past the defender, and he's continuing his run. He's been held up, sadly. Sterling beats this man down the line. Coutinho, ooh, and that was a good chance. Good block by the QPR defender. You'd hope that we could have made something from that. But 1-0. We've been here before, so I'm not going to get too excited. We were 2-0 up against Everton not that long ago, as I recall, and blew it all away. Now we're still in attacking. That may be something I change to balanced. Well, maybe not if they score, but just as a bit of management. Yeah, well, we'll stick it into standard, because I think we'll just sort of let the game go by a little bit, and if we can do that without too much pressure being put on us, I think that'll put us in good stead. I was playing attacking with both of my midfielders a little bit deeper, so there's always a chance we could do that in the second half and see how we come from it. I do want Coutinho to pick up some space, so if we move our midfielders back, he may get a bit more room to roam. I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Do you know what? We will do that, because I think it's important. So, actually, do you know what? We'll just drop Gerrard back into a deeper role. Moreno's picked up a knock. We could always bring Manquillo on if things get a little bit desperate. So we'll try this out. We'll play Gerrard a little bit deeper. Hopefully it'll give Coutinho a little bit more room to manoeuvre in. Jordan Henderson as a box-to-box shouldn't be affected by Gerrard's move too much, I hope. And of course it'll give us a little bit more defensive cover when QPR are attacking. And we've seen a few times they've managed to get in and cause a little bit of mayhem. But this half is not as highlight packed as the first one, which is fine for us. We will make a change. We'll take Moreno off. We'll switch Johnson to the other side, and we'll bring Manquillo on, because I think he'll just shore it up a little bit for us. Aside from that, everyone's doing okay. Depay is the only one who I think might have to come off in the last 10 minutes. But if we can keep this going, we put some fresh legs on at the back. So, and they're relatively pacey on the break, QPR. This has been very dull in the second half, but I'm going to take it. We've got another attack. Coutinho plays in Henderson. As you can see, Gerrard's sitting far deeper now. Sturridge is in there. Oh, and a great finish. I think it's offside. It is offside. But Coutinho, Sturridge again working really well together. Coutinho just slipped him in there, and Sturridge first time hit it hard. Oh no, don't do this. We've had too many of these. Are we going to break? Coutinho, can he play in Sturridge again? Gerrard to Sturridge. Lovely ball, lovely move. Can Sturridge finish it off? He can't. Robert Green makes the save. That's a shame. I'm just going to... This is just me being over panicky. I'm just going to bring on Lucas for Henderson. just drop everyone back a little bit. We've only got a few minutes to go, but if you can get Lucas in there as a ball-winning midfielder, we should stop any more attacks coming our way, and that should solidify the result, I hope, because we've thrown away too many leads, frankly. That's been a big issue for us this season. And a 1-0 win against QPR is not very spectacular, but it does increase our run to 4 wins, with a couple of clean sheets in there too. So Simon Mignolet's picked up his act a little bit, especially in the league. And there it is. I shouldn't have talked about it before the game was done, but a 1-0 win, and things are looking a little bit on the up. A good win, well done, everyone's pleased, and that keeps us in 7th place, but it now puts us in touching distance of, well, definitely of Everton. Our goal difference is lacking a little bit, but Newcastle aren't too far away, and then there's Champions League spots, and that's what we're aiming for. Obviously Southampton and Stoke, you wouldn't expect to be there, so there's still time for us to make a move. Very even game. Anyway, and that brings us to the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like on it. If you want to see more of Football Manager 2015 content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. From me, Dr. Benchy, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.